actually built up a whole new 3D game system where we want to make a new style and breadth of combat action. Things have hand-to-hand weaponry and magical spells and the ability to even have defensive skills like blocking, ranged weapons like arrow and fireball casting, and the ability to really come in with a heavy axe and just take a head off if you want to too. It's all based upon actually third-person perspective technology for us, where you actually become immersed in the character. By choosing one of 5 player characters, you take on a role of playing, whether you're most adept with heavy-handed weapons or with the magical skills, or even having skills that you could have indirect effects like beguiling and powder flash and things that could actually stun an enemy. Then you come in with light weaponry and take them over. From a technology standpoint, we've gone to true hierarchical models with full 3D motion, 6 degree of freedom world, complex indoor and, by the way, outdoor environment, true outdoor, and the ability to integrate those as well. Not only that, but we have storytelling elements, very short because we are a combat action game, but in-engine cutscenes, which take over your character or at least guide you in a way to let then a series of animations and even camera pans and shifts take over to give you a small tip of information so that you continue along the plot of the game. Great question. From the get-go, Dark Vengeance was designed with hardware in mind. Now, those who don't have hardware don't get nervous about it, though, because we actually have designed features that we know how to translate on hardware, but back into software modes additionally. For hardware, we're starting in 24-bit, and we're dithering down either to 16 or keeping it 24, depending upon what the hardware supports. Dynamic lighting effects are taken advantage of. Alpha transparency, some use of fogging. We actually have a Z-buffer system. We're getting faster frame rate performance. Sometimes on some machines we can get up to double performance depending upon what type of hardware is there. And the game takes on a whole new meaning. By the way, the reason why we went to in-engine cutscenes as well is depending upon whether you're in software or hardware, we have a unified game. There aren't going to be click-through multi-sequences here. It's going to feel part of the same game environment depending upon what machine you happen to be running.
Can you tell us a little bit about the multiplayer capabilities?
Multiplayer box. As you remember, I told you about the 5 player characters that we have. They are the Gladiator, the Warlock, a Druid character, something we call the Trickster, and a Archer or Savage called Shakar. Amongst those characters, you not only just have to take on a role or sort of like put your personality into the character really has those capabilities. So multiplayer, you're not just looking in the mirror at the exact same thing on the other side anymore. It really has a lot more creativity. Not only that, but now team combat, rather than trying to assign roles, but the roles are really there in the player characters. Additionally, the game has been optimized and tuned for internet play from the get-go.